Hello, everybody. It is Mike Levin on Tuesday, February 9th, 2021. And I'm coming to you from here in front of my nice, cozy fireplace on my new Microsoft Surface Laptop 3. I got one of the lower end versions. It's just an i5 based processor, but it's their latest model. And it was only, I say only, but it was $800. My Surface Book Pro 2, which is from a little over 2 years ago, me buying it, it's probably 3-year-old technology, is getting a bit long in the tooth. And I am going to take this as an opportunity to show you into settling into a new machine. I installed very little, really just TechSmith Camtasia 2020, my screen recording software. I am used to calling it Camtasia Studio based on their old naming convention. I need to break that habit. And I'm going to try and make each one of these videos as short and to the point as possible. Already violated the rule, but this first step is about getting rid of icons, making Windows 10 not so bad. So they're always just peddling stuff to you. Office 365 is probably one of the worst offenders right here. I do happen to be a customer of it, but I certainly don't want it pinned to my taskbar. This next thing is mail. You don't want to get sucked into the Microsoft Mail ecosystem. You just use webmail. Microsoft Store you can get to from the start bar. And basically anything that's not running you want to get rid of. File Explorer, get to know your keyboard shortcuts a little bit. That's Windows key E for Explorer. And then Edge. We don't even want that. Nothing that's not running. This we certainly don't want pinned. It is not pinned. It's because it's running. It's showing that it's recording, which is an issue. I'll have to think about that. Do I always want the logo showing when I'm recording? It certainly gives an easy way to jump in there, but that's one of these as well. Speaking of these, Meet Now, really? Yeah, so Microsoft's promoting their Meet Now in their GUI. OneDrive, a very interesting thing. Great way to keep your system up to date. However, it's one of those things that's really system performance nuking, and I like to be in very deliberate control of when OneDrive is running. So here's a worthwhile trick right off the bat. You right-click or to the right side of your trackpad, which seems to be more and more the way these days as less people are using mice. We bring up the Task Manager, and in the Task Manager, that's interesting. Oh, more details. That's how we do that. We now go to Startup, somewhere in here. Oh, there it is, Startup. And look how nice and clean this is. A brand new system, not much running. Spotify? Thank goodness that's disabled. I would be very opposed to something like that, tying up resources on a system. So I disable OneDrive, and I quit out of it because it's running in memory. Close OneDrive. Now, it's not bad software, and it's a decent way to back up things in like your documents folder and stuff. This is not something I want running in the background all the time without me explicitly turning it on. These, I guess, are okay showing for now. Nothing particularly marketing-y about this. Now, talking about marketing-y, all this stuff. Same deal. Uninstall. Why pollute a perfectly good system with Microsoft Office? The truth is I will actually be running it here with Excel and stuff, but for Excel and stuff. But we'll get to that in good time. For now, what we need to do is really make the point that nothing that you regularly run how to put it. Everything you regularly run, you're going to want as icons left out here on the desktop, including Edge, so you can use shortcuts. I'll show you what I have in mind. The way this goes, really, is the things I regularly use, I put across the top of the screen. Properties, shortcut key, Control-Alt-E for Edge. Apply. You will need to provide administrator permission to change these settings. Continue. OK. And now when I press on my keyboard Control-E, let's see if it took it. Yeah, it did. Up jumps Microsoft Edge web browser. So I'll close back out of that. And this is what I'm going for all the things I run regularly. I will not regularly be running Camtasia, but I will be running its recorder. So I can drag a link to that here, and same deal. Properties. I'm usually broadcasting to YouTube when I do this, so it's Control-Alt-Y, and that is how I pop up the recorder for doing screen captures like this. Now let's continue on our journey of unpin, 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 unpin. Anything you can even search for that you don't want shoved in your face, you get rid of on here. I don't see the point of using the start. Oh, it's an app related. Well, be uninstalled. Uninstall. I don't see the point of using the start menu for that sort of stuff. Explore, uninstall. You just don't need any of this stuff here. Okay, now other things about this. This doesn't really need to be exposed. That's much too much. You bring that up when you need it. So let's see, start. It's going to be somewhere in here is the start bar settings. Maybe it's right-clicking on the start bar itself. Let's try. That's the global settings. It might be in there. I'll take a look in there in a moment once I've exhausted my options here. Try right-clicking here. No. Okay. It's going to be settings. And under settings, it's probably going to be something about the start bar. Start up app, start settings. It might be the start menu settings. It is start settings, but start menu show tiles on start. See, this is such bad terminology on start. Start of the machine? No, they're saying show more tiles on start menu. Off. Good. Show all apps? Off. So there. Already, see how this is becoming so much more usable? And we'll put a few things on here, the few things that we use from time to time that are not so premium as to be on your keyboard shortcuts. So that was the main one I wanted to do, and I'll probably wrap the video up somewhere around here. Perhaps removing the recycle bin is the last thing, and that's back into start. There's got to be there. It's going to be appearance recycle bin. Storage, turn on, delete temporary files. Personalization probably. Showing desktop icons. Something's happening in the background. Show desktop icons. It's bringing up help. Your desktop icons may be hidden. To view them, right-click on Desktop, View, and select Show Desktop Icons to add icons to your desktop, such as the recycle bin. Okay, so that's right-click, Settings, Personalizations, Themes. Under Themes, Desktop Icon Settings. So I think I might have been in the right place. under themes. Themes, there we go. Desktop icon settings. There we go. We remove the recycle bin, apply, and there is really first step one of settling into a new machine, getting just the things that you want left out. Now these popped over there. It might be some sort of auto adjust, and it might have been from going into the theme thing, but that'll be good for now. Yep. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. And I will go on to the next step in the next, including Windows subsystem for Linux and getting yourself on a nice dev platform, the Microsoft Terminal, the Unified Terminal, which supports Linux under a tab, the traditional command line, PowerShell, what have you. So anyway, that'll be on the next video. Hope to see you then.